Afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the self-therapeutic psychiatric and challenges in my life, as well as a self-improvement process for me to reach the heights, goals, and ambitions that I've set for myself and those around me. Now, this is, of course, the second live stream of today, 15 minutes each, separated by a 5-minute gap back to back. And we have here a continuation off of a large photography series I've had running from the previous live stream, covering two sub-series named BDMP and as well as Aftermath. The first one focusing on survival, maintaining my health, doing the chores, all that kind of basic stuff. And then the second sub-series, Aftermath, focusing on 4 months of absolute hell, where one of the guardians fell severely ill. I had to take care of them, become a caregiver, as well as at the same time managing a brand new side business in research and scientific development, next to a bunch of employment responsibilities and this project. So it's these two sub-series, and this live stream and the previous one focuses on about just the recent week, trying to clear all the clutter from, I guess, my phone photography of food that comes from depth foods, which I say are class 2 items from my guardians. I'm not supposed to use that. We also have a lot of foods that I purchased as myself as grocery items, and you can see some of that right here. In this live stream is going to be some fast food from Wendy's. We also have some food that were gift items from a business partner. I covered that in previous live stream. But we're going to continue off just trying to cover all this food. So what you see is what you get. Take on the bottom left hand side, bottom right hand side, sorry. Wendy's senior meal, Ferrero Rocher. So that's just chocolate. And these are gift items, as well as a little bit of paperwork. And that's the paperwork right here. So we'll cover everything in due time. And why don't we just get started in it? Of course, the take-home message will come at the very end of the video or live stream if you're watching live. And that's always important, so you can stay tuned to that if you want. So with that being said, of course, the three sort of main items I want to cover in this live stream, aside from the take-home message and the photographs, the photography really, is so first of all, in here we have all this Wendy's stuff what I purchased yesterday. We'll try and get through the physical items, and then also the mail. There's two different portions of mail that I have to refer to, one from a seniors home, long-term care seniors home, one for the side business that I have on the side regarding redundant, but health sciences and that kind of stuff. And then up here, a little gift from one of the seniors who their family member gave me some Ferrero Rocher chocolate for. So Happy New Year, by the way. That's actually also in the title, so 2021, first day in. So why don't we get started with Wendy's? So we have all the packaging here. You can see that I purchased 3 items. One was a cheesy cheeseburger. That's just the name of it. I'm really not trying to make it sound kind of you know, it's not. That's actually what it's named, cheesy cheeseburger, and it costs really like $2.19 plus tax, probably $2.50 up here. So that's that, and that's in here. I've crumpled it all up. We'll get photographs very soon, actually. In fact, why don't I just show some of the photographs right now, so you can get a gist of it. So you can see that that's the photograph. That's one photograph of many. There's at least like 75 photographs. But we have, of course, the packaging, the physical portions right here, including this is the packaging for the that stuffed inside is for the cheeseburger, but outside is the chicken nuggets. It came with the dipping sauce. I was trying some honey mustard, which usually I don't like, but I haven't had it in almost like 6 months to a year, so I want to try it out. And so it's inside here now. You see all this waste here, which I gotta get rid of probably tomorrow morning when I go get the groceries after the new year, right? Chili cheese nachos were in here. We had the cheeseburger on this side, and of course the chicken nuggets and dipping sauce. Now we have a lot of these sort of napkins, paper napkins. I'm going to obviously reuse these. If I take a look at the counts, probably at least seven paper napkins that he really gave a lot, the customer service agent. So and he was really nice and friendly because it was New Year's too, and so that was great. And then we have the paper bag here. Now this paper bag is actually an old one. I switched it out for this one, which is the new one, and stuck it inside the paper bag, inside this clear plastic bag, a produce bag, which is something that I usually put inside this plastic bag on behind it for work. So there's this paper bag switched out, the old paper bag switched up for a new paper bag from Wendy's, stuck inside, double layered by a clear plastic Metro's bag, and then I'm going to stick that bag within that bag inside this bag that's double bagged to my workplace. So it's just a bunch of bags, and stupid shit. I look like a bag lady. That's all right. I'm going to stick these napkins in here, take it over to work, and I'm going to basically put this inside there when I, next Monday. So the rest of the items here obviously are garbage, and so what I can do is just kind of throw them all inside here and say that's for work. Now we have some stuff here as well. This is largely some stuff that, like I said, gift items from one of my colleagues at the workplace who had her birthday. I covered that in previous live stream. Most of it is largely garbage now. I can, however, take out. So these were, I now realize the blue one was a coconut flavored, the green one is milk chocolate, and the orange one is just orange flavored. So, and I put the lint scraps inside here, but there's actually more of the Ferrero Rocher, which we'll talk about in a second. This one, I don't know what the flavor it is, but I'll put it inside here, bring it to work. A little snack. So this is all garbage. I'll stick it inside the Wendy's bag. And so the next item that I received, so this was all of my own purchase, just, going with my supplements. I had to eat a meal. And so on top we have right here the Ferrero Rocher. So Happy New Year, guys. This is a gift from one of the senior clients I have at the long-term seniors home. I obviously don't go there physically during COVID-19. Yesterday I was actually outside by the window trying to get WhatsApp to work so that I could see him using my data mobile hotspot, because obviously he's over 90 and he's stuck with his wife is having some serious, think of Alzheimer's, all that kind of stuff, and so having a really hard time. And so I visited them and said Happy New Year, try to cheer them up, try to get his mind out of the social isolation that so many seniors, especially if grandparents or grandparents right now in seniors home. That's basically what I do. At least for now. Before I used to get the groceries before the whole COVID-19 thing, but now I only do calling services. And so that's that. That's what I was doing after I got off work. I went to volunteer. And he's actually a lot like family to me in many ways. Like I said, I mentioned previous live streams, I don't really have a functional family. So for him, he means a lot to me. And so does his daughter, who came downstairs. And, this whole social distancing thing, I said, don't do it. But she just came out and she said, it's all right, I won't come close. She just took this and she put it on the floor. She said, take it. I'm like, I'm feeling awful because I just wanted to come and wish them a happy new year and all that kind of stuff. So this was a New Year's gift. So we have Ferrero Rocher. I'm going to open it a little bit. You can see on top right hand side as well, there's a photograph of that. And in fact, why don't you pull some photographs right here so you can see a little better of a picture. I'm not sure if I have one that's really, really good here. Here's an open one right here. So again, just a food porn right now, just a little bit of eye candy right there. So again, hazelnut chocolate, and this is really nice, and that's what symbolizes it. And I always appreciate the company that I get. Because even though I'm supposed to be helping them, they've done a lot for me in terms of just emotional well-being, because again, I've always had to be my own mother, be my own father for most of my life, and I appreciate this kind of stuff and who they are to me. This symbolizes that kind of affection that I haven't ever received. So I'm going to the side. So Wendy's is done, the gift for New Year's is done. Last thing, paperwork. Well, it's not the last thing, right? We got to go through the photographs, but the last physical thing. So we have these two mail envelopes here. The first one here is from the seniors home. Actually, it's a letter of donation. They're asking, obviously, during New Year's. I'm not going to flip it around because obviously if I did that, it would show the address. And then we have up here below that is another mail, and this one I concocted. I wrote it up, and inside is a form for a deposit. So all that kind of stuff is related to the side business, the science side business, nutritional research, cellular research. And so, of course, I do have clients, and I have been receiving commissions. I would like to receive that by obviously the immediate direct deposit, as opposed to paper, especially during a pandemic situation. This I have to scan now and then send an email or something like that, or maybe I'll do it physically. I don't know, but that's that. That's just some things I need to do, and I've already scanned this mail from the seniors home, so that's done, and I now have an electronic copy of that. So with that being said, the paperwork for the seniors home is done, the side business, molecular research is done. Wendy's, garbage, trash, litter, groceries, these are the domains of life. Again, Ahn Rho Project, good, bad, and ugly, all covered on stream. This is the Ahn Rho Project self-therapeutic comprehensive life management project, and of course that too. So why don't we get to the digital aspect? I'm going to pull up some photographs. You can already see one on top right hand side, Ferrero Rocher. And we'll cover a little bit of this in the next live stream, probably in about 3 hours or so when I get ready. You can see some of the garbage here as well. But let's go to the photographs. So photography, we're going to move straight off to the previous live stream where we left off. We had all these tarts here, and I was trying to finish covering all of the grocery items. I believe we ended off with the pork cabbage buns, and again, it's something you can get from the Chinese restaurant, supermarket kind of stuff. I have roughly only about 5 minutes, so I don't think I can cover it all, but that's okay. And we're just gonna run through all these things. Again, this oatmeal, something that I spilled over that I make over the breakfast, trying to run through all of that kind of jazz. And this is something, a very comprehensive photograph, especially here. Again, grocery items that are not mostly mine. You can see the supplements on the left-hand side. Think of Ensure and Glucerna, we can get from Walmart, very cheap. You can also get the higher brands like Usana, and that's obviously the thing that I'm doing on the side. Now we're going to move very quickly straight up to all the way up to the Wendy's. Of course, what does it actually look like before I ate it all? So this is what, right, before I was just showing the garbage right there, right? It's the clutter. But this is what I looked at. Well, that's not a great photograph. I'm trying to find a better one for you guys so that you don't have to see this kind of like half-eaten stuff. Again, here's the chicken nugget with the mustard, honey mustard sauce. It's kind of disgusting. I'm not a big fan of mustard. I was thinking barbecue, right? You guys like barbecue? I don't know. I like barbecue. So here are the chili nachos. So there we go. There's something. That's a nice picture. Chili cheese nachos. Again, really cheap. You can get that for about $2.29 from Wendy's. It's a super high value deal. It's just for like a toonie really up here in Canada, right? $1.50, $2.50. We have here just a combination with the, when it's not open there, that's what it looked like. So again, more food porn to get you hungry on New Year's. What else do we have? We have obviously right here, I'm going to pull up this photograph here, has the cheesy cheeseburger. That's literally, like I said, what they call it. I don't know why. I believe it's just a marketing thing. And then we have the package out here, me trying to capture all the branding here. So quality is our recipe. That is the Wendy's kind of thing right there. And I mean, I swear to God, I'm not doing any sort of promotional thing right now. Obviously, this is just me running through sort of my life. And of course, right here, this is really exciting. Of course, I took a photograph of the gifts because I always like to, I like to always show appreciation for the people in my life. And this is kind of like symbolic of, the relationships that I have. In some sense, I mean, I'm not trying to focus on materialism here. It is me just showing, I guess, what I receive. And this is something that once I consume, I'll have to throw away. And but even then, I still do appreciate a lot of these people who have been a part of my life. And of course, we have, moving on, some stuff here that's actually just depth food items. Like I say, many of these food items here, this one's made of chicken and boiled eggs, as well as flat beans and green beans, as well as, I believe, something else. Is there anything else? There's also soup. Oh, that's a very blurry image. We have soup with corn and stuff like that. Of course, all this kind of depth food items, when I say depth, is food that's cooked by, that's not really something I'm supposed to be eating. I mean, come from a guardian, and a lot of insecurities and domestic household issues with that make me uncomfortable with it, which of course is something I'm supposed to handle as a part of the Ahn Rho Project. These chocolates here, by the way, are coconut cream and mint chocolates from my workplace. Again, just showing appreciation for the people in my workplace who are really taking me as their family. And today, the last thing you see in the title, it does say Happy New Year's, but also spaghetti. And that's really, you can see a little cooking and spaghetti there. That's what it stands for. So this is the Romano cheese, grated cheese that mixed in with spaghetti right here. So this is not the best photograph, to be honest, to be showing you right there. It's I'm gonna pull on up that's a little bit better, so you can see on the outside. Okay, yep, that's that. And then of course we have the spaghetti and meatballs. So all this really nice stuff here that just looks really appetizing and that you're not getting any of. But I'm sure you're having your own meals today, and so that's that. Of course, here's my today's breakfast as well, and time for the take-home message. So the take-home message, as usual, self-therapeutic multimedia project. Take care of your health and your finances. Make sure that, here's a cheeseburger, by the way, take care of your finances. Make sure that you're taking care of your health and become a strong, disciplined, responsible individual. So that's the best way you can have anything to contribute to the ones that you love, and more Wendy's photographs. So with that being said, this is Ahn Rho Project. Hope to see a better version of you as well as myself tomorrow morning. In about 2 hours, really. So Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao.